Okay, good evening, everyone. I hope you've had an amazing weekend. We are now, gosh, we're coming right to the end of September already, just a few days left, which is obviously going to be the end of Shred-tember. So what we're doing tonight is we're launching what is going to be happening for October. So it's been brilliant, those of that have participated in Shred-tember. Brilliant to see so many great results, so many tri-packs going out, C9 sales, F15, and lots of people getting involved in the whole program that we've put together. Don't forget, I will put a post after this evening to see who's sold the most tri-pack C9s and F15s this week. In fact, that's come to remind me, I don't think I drew the winner last week, so I promise I will do that for the final 2 hoodies to be ordered and sent out. So now we're getting ready for October, and I don't know whether you've seen in the press, in the media recently, everything is about your gut health, and getting your gut healthy then really just makes everything else work properly. And obviously we are very, very lucky, very, very privileged to have our golden product being the aloe vera drinking gel, which is all about the gut and the gut health. So we thought, as we're going into October, as we're coming into autumn and winter, when all the bugs come around and all the kids back to school, lots of you are mums, parents, and you know that all the snuffles are going around. So it's an amazing time to be showing and sharing our top selling product around the world. So $2.2 billion turnover, 50% of it comes from the drinking gel. So we want to be focusing on this product for October. We've obviously as well got so many people on the Shred that it only makes sense when they're feeling the energy, when they're getting that glow, that we want to help them keep going with it by drinking the gel and becoming a regular customer. So you should all be catching up with your customers and saying how they're feeling, and then trying to get them to continue with the tri-pack, because that's what's going to keep them feeling great. So what is the campaign about? What we are doing is hoping to build lots and lots of new gel drinkers. And gel drinkers, all it's about cash in your pocket. You know, if you can have people regularly consuming the gel, then it comes as a monthly order. And this goes nicely as well with the launch of our new website and the auto ship. So being able to sign people up to their monthly tri-pack would be absolutely incredible. So we're going to give you information tonight about how you can gain gel drinkers, how you can keep gel drinkers, by how you look after them. And also we thought alongside that, we've got we've got loads and loads of supplements, but 2 great supplements we can offer along with the gel drinks, because they're easy for us to send out as tri-packs as well, i.e. you can send something in the post for them to try. So we're going to be focusing along with the gel with the super greens and the RG. And again, if you get regular customers on these, then you're going to be able to build up your 4cc, and most importantly be able to build up an extra £300 to £400 a month profit to make sure you're going to have an absolutely amazing Christmas. So just think what that extra cash is going to do for you and your family this year. And obviously each product is consumable, so you look after your customers and they're going to keep on coming back, and people stay absolutely where they are wanted. So what are we going to be doing for you? What are we putting in place to make this easy for you? And those of you that got involved with Shred-tember, you'll see that we put everything together that you need. And it's about you know, taking responsibility, leading your team if you've got a team, finding out where all the materials are and really learning how it works, and then you using and sharing with your team as well. So we will be putting together a unit. So unit 25 is where you're going to find everything you need to promote this campaign on your social media. So there will be an image library there. We've also put together some amazing customer testimonials. And again, we want to hear more of these. So if you've got people that are benefiting from the drinking gel, the Super Greens, the RG, ask them for a quick video testimonial, ask them for a quick written testimonial, and let's share them all together so we can build this file up more and more. Because just imagine, you know, sharing these in your stories every single day, the awareness grows, and so do your gel drinkers. So these posts as well, we're going to put together images for you to post in your own VIP groups. So again, your month of October is being focused on these 3 products within your customer groups. We're also going to be putting together product information webinars for your customers. So just like we did with the Shred-Tember, we're going to be doing the same with the drinking gels. So that's going to be on Thursday, the 1st of October. So if you think all the hard work is being done for you, you've just got to put these on your 7-day plans, put it in your diary, and get inviting people. You know, who doesn't want to be feeling healthier right now? Who doesn't want to be supporting their immune system right now? You're just saying, look, we've got some information, listen in and see if it's for you. And then of course you use the 60-day money back guarantee for people to be able to try the products. We've got amazing product training for you on Aloe, on RG, and on Super Greens tonight. So make sure you have your pens ready, because Katie is absolutely incredible, and the research she's done for this is just absolutely fantastic. So I really hope, you know, after this you give her a pat on the back and say thank you, because I know she's put hours in to do this for you. We've also put together a spreadsheet, because it's great to be able to tick off those new gel drinkers, those new Super Green customers, those new RG customers, and to see the profit that you're making. You know, and I'll say to everyone, why not have a jam jar? Have a jam jar that you're going to put the profit in from these products during the month of October, and just see what that can do for your family this month. And it's about totally getting engaged with it, totally, you know, becoming absorbed and being able to think when you're talking to people, gels, Super Greens, RG, how can I show this person? How can I help this person feel better? And obviously we've got some great prizes as well, because I know lots of you love the incentives. So what we are doing is we are doing a prize for the most new gel drinkers each week. And then there'll be an overall winner for October. And anyone who gets 12 new gel drinkers can also win, which is the next slide. We're going to do something a little bit of fun. Obviously, we can't get together in person, which is absolutely horrible right now. But what we can do is we can get together and have a little bit of fun online. So we're going to do an afternoon tea with myself, and it will also include your upline manager. So we will all put a date together where we can be on Zoom. So you will get 12 new gel drinkers to qualify. So it doesn't include your existing gel drinkers, plus the person each week who gets the most gel drinkers that week. So it might be that you don't hit 12, but maybe one week you get 6 and you're the winner for that week. And you're going to get afternoon tea delivered to your door, so that we can all jump online one afternoon to have afternoon tea together, and we'll do a bit of questions and answers and just have a little bit of fun and recognition. Now, whatever the incentive is, if my 15 years in forever has told me anything, it's just to absolutely go for the prize, because going for the prize means your business grows. No matter what the prize is. And, you know, in my 15 years, I've won all sorts of things, from umbrellas to pens to chairman's bonus checks. And it's all about playing for it and saying, do you know what, I'm going to be a winner, and showing your team that you can be a winner, because if you can do it, then so can they. So I hope you're excited to do what the most we can do getting together and having, you know, afternoon tea delivered to your door, which will be a little bit of fun. And again, something great to show on your social media as well. So that's my bit now. And I am now handing over to Sam, who's going to take you through how you are actually going to get those gel drinkers.
Hello, ladies. Everyone hear me okay? So we'll hopefully go on to the next slide and then I'll take you through. I'm going to have to remember where I hand over to Katie. Right, I hope that has excited you. It's excited me for one. I can't wait to see who wins this afternoon tea, and I hope that you all have a committed plan to just go for it, regardless of what's happening in your business right now. So I'm just going to take you through some ways to get the customers. And so you can start planning your business. October the 1st is it Wednesday? No, Thursday. So we've got a few more days, but that's perfect because it means you can start activating the plan and you can start thinking, right, what am I going to do throughout the month? So first of all, you're thinking, right, who's my target market? Who can drink the gel? Everybody. And that's the key. With other products, skincare, hair care, weight management, you are in a reduced market, but with the drinking gel, every single person you've ever come into contact with can drink it because it's accessible to everybody, and plus it's going to benefit everyone. My top tip throughout this whole webinar, if you forget everything, my top tip will be the more conversations you have, the more money that you will make. And you've got to become a collector of decisions. So all you've got to do is think every day, I've got to gather some yeses, some nos, and some maybes, and then make a plan to follow them up and stay in touch with people. So where are your customers? Well, one, they're probably sat next to you on the sofa. They're probably your family, your next door neighbor, your work colleagues. But you need to, first of all, the most important thing is reach out to people. That is the key to getting customers, clients, new people, and building your network. So maybe it's time to revisit your who do you know list, to go back to the beginning and think, right, who have I not spoke to about the products? Actually, a really good way to look at it is think, who doesn't know what I do? Who doesn't know that I've got my own product range? And making sure that everybody you've ever known, regardless of your network right now, knows that you have a product on offer. Asking for referrals is absolutely vital, because even if somebody says, no, it's not for me, they may know somebody that you can help with the product, and offering a kickback for doing so. So you've probably seen at the moment, there's loads of companies doing kickbacks. Bloom and Wild, if you refer a friend, you get £10. HelloFresh, if you refer a friend, you get 20%. So offer a kickback to people to referring other people to you on their next order. So you're not missing out on money, you're making more sales, but that's got to be personal to your business. Where else are you going to meet these people? Socially. Now, I know we're a bit restricted at the moment, but I'm pretty sure you've all got friends. You're all in social groups, WhatsApp groups, mums groups, brownies groups, kids activities. Or maybe you're just in a group on Facebook. I'm in a peanut allergy group, an IVF group, a dog group. So just think about where you could start networking and having conversations with people about your solution, because that's what it is. You've got a solution to a problem. Mums at the school gates that you probably visit every single day. Influencers. Now, this doesn't mean like a pop star on Instagram who's maybe selling something because they're an influencer. This is the person that owns the gym. It's the lady who runs the local nail bar. It's your favorite hair salon. All those people are of influence because people trust their personal recommendation. Maybe your local yoga instructor, because those people, when they promote a product, people listen. So maybe it would be of benefit to you to say to your local yoga instructor, look, if I give you a bottle of aloe vera to drink for like 2 weeks, would you do me a testimonial review? And everyone you refer to me, I'll also promote your yoga classes in return. Come up with a package to support each other's businesses. Now, that's all about reaching out to people that you need to do every single day. So pull it as a plan that every day you're going to talk to 5 to 10 people about your product and commit to it regardless of the answer. Remember, you're just collecting decisions. Don't worry about the result. Just have those conversations with people, because you'll be surprised how one person will lead you to someone else. Activity based is you need to make sure that you've got some people in front of you to share the product with. So making sure you've committed to a minimum of 3 live product events through October. Imagine if you did 1 per week with 10 new people per week. That's 40 people you've shown the product to. Of course, not everybody will purchase, but I'm pretty sure on your Who Do You Know list, there's maybe 5 people you know who know 5 people. And commit to doing 1 per week and only talking about the aloe vera drinking gel. Post some videos in your customer groups, making sure that you don't just post in groups, but you communicate with the members. You have that eyeball to eyeball on the phone conversation. Social media marketing is huge at the moment. It's massive, but you have to be consistent with it. And like Nat mentioned, we've got all the marketing materials, testimonials, and we're going to provide a great video for you, which will be launched on Thursday. And you can then consistently share those through your social media stories. The key with sharing the products is you have to focus on the benefits. You have to repeat everything on loop. And you have to be consistent with it. So you can't just post once a month about your product. It has to be to the point where you think, God, am I boring people? Because there'll be new people watching your stories. There'll be new people looking at your posts. So in your stories on Instagram and Facebook, make sure you are consistently showing your personal usage, but also the testimonials that we'll share with you as well. Networking groups. I'm part of 2 online networking groups that have been changed from in person to online. Could you ask if you could do a live 15-minute session sharing the aloe vera, talk about gut health, get some of the basics of Holly's webinar or any of the product trainings, and also offer people try packs, an opportunity to try the product for a smaller cost, which I'll talk to you about next. So just look at the screen, take a screenshot and think, right, which ones am I going to commit to? But most of all, have those conversations with people. So our ultimate goal is to be retailing tri-packs, you know, getting that aloe vera, those litre bottles out. But what you can offer as an assistant supervisor, just to give you an example of the cost, are these really small miniature tri-packs for people that they can just give a little whirl over the course of a week. You can see how much 2 RG sachets, 2 super greens, plus 3 little mini aloes will cost you. You can post these out and they get the opportunity to just see how they experience them, what the flavors are like, and ultimately yeah.
Sorry, Hannah, I just wanted to interrupt to say it's not the 3 minis that cost, it's just 1 mini.
Oh, okay, just 1.
Sorry, Hannah, that was me doing the slide. Sorry, everybody.
No, that's absolutely fine. I'm rubbish at maths, so that's great. So then you give people the opportunity to just try the product, because some people may say, oh, I've never had it before, can I just try it? So that's a great way to introduce the product if a full tri-pack or maybe 2 bottles isn't something they're looking for at the moment. So it is an investment for you as a business owner, but you're going to get that back in leaps and bounds. But you have to decide if that's something that your business wants to move forward with. And then on to the next slide. So overall, a cost of 30 tri-packs at assistant supervisor. You're going to purchase the tray of aloe at just over £60, the pack of RG and the pack of super greens, and then break those down into 30 packs. So you could start advertising this now from tonight, and you could start saying, I've got 30 sample packs and then obviously break down the cost for people. This isn't to give it to people for free. People are going to pay for this, so you're not losing out of pocket either. That's not what the aim of this is. We want you to make money and increase your income. So, you know, you think about the investment that will turn over for your business, and then go on to develop those customers into tri-packs and full litre bottles as well. So a couple of promotional ideas for you to choose from. Again, take a screenshot of this slide if you want to. You could offer a free shot glass. if somebody purchased a full tri-pack. You could offer us RG or Super Greens samples. You could offer a discount. That is probably one of the last things that I would do. I was always try and offer another product and try and upsell. So you're introduced another product to the household. You could find a friend to drink the aloe and you send them a little portion of RG or the Super Greens in the post for them. You know, it's the cost of a first class stamp and an envelope. You could do regular discounts of any of the 3 products if that's what you want to do. It depends on your discount level. And again, you could do, if they buy a pack of RG or a pack of Super Greens, that they get a free mini aloe to try. You could do buy one, get one free. There's so many different options, but you've just got to think, right, what suits my business? Where am I in the marketing plan? And also, what am I prepared to invest as well? But it's all offering something to incentivize people to make the start is always a great marketing campaign for you. The next slide. Okay, so this just gives you an example on the income that you can make on one drinking gel customer. And right now it might not look like it's going to, you know, rock your world, but imagine your goal is to work towards 15 to 20 gel drinkers. We don't want you to have one. Our goal of this whole campaign is so you end the month with between 10 and 20 new gel drinkers, earning anything from £500 to £1,000 extra income per month. So just to give you an example on the profit made over a period of time. Imagine Jo's been with Katie since 2015. She did the Clean 9. And by doing the Clean 9, you can turn those people into regular gel drinkers. She loved the product, carried on drinking it, and now she buys 3 bottles per month and just does a C9 twice per year. That's on average of £23.49 per month. And this is just on the 1 bottle. And that's £281.88 per year. And over 5 years, that's over 14,000, which is just insane. But this is just one person. Imagine if you had 15, you know, those regular gel drinkers. When I started with the business 7 years ago, I worked it up that in my first kind of 12 months, I had 15 gel drinkers, 6 of them joined the team, 2 of them become managers, and they all came from Clean 9 sales. So a little top tip for you that I should have shared on another slide is go into your messenger. And if you've spoken to people about the Clean 9 or the drinking gel in the past, just pop in the messenger search engine, Clean 9, the word, and any conversation you've ever had with anyone will pop up. So you can follow those people up and say, hey, you did the Clean 9 back in 2014. We've got this amazing campaign being launched. I know that you drank the gel. How do you fancy getting back to it? You might have customers that you just lost contact with. It's a great way to reconnect with them. So make sure you're using that messenger tool because it's really beneficial for you. On to the next slide. You can also take the pain out of ordering and asking for payments. And at the moment with COVID and everything that's happening, I'm sure you'll agree, it's really simple. It's really beneficial for us to send out a link to customers and let them order for themselves. With our new website, we've got this amazing new auto ship, which means you have 2 options. You can help your customers set up their own deliveries every single month with no question or quibble. It just automatically, for example, gets sent to their house on the 15th of every month. The income will be paid into your bank account and the minimum order is like £20. But if they're going to be ordering regular aloe tri-pack every single month, it takes the pain out of delivery for you. You save money on your petrol because you're not driving around places delivering products, and the customer gets it direct from the company. Or you can set it up for yourself, but the minimum order is still £50. Now, all instructions, and it's so simple, it's all on your new business website. If you haven't logged in and had a look at it, take some time over the next 24 hours to become familiar with how it works. It's a great tool to take the pain out of ordering for you, and also saves you time. You can spend more time doing the things you love than driving around delivering products. So it's a win-win for you and your customer as well. Now, I want you to really listen to the next slot. Really focus, remove all distractions and get ready for the amazing G, who's going to share with you how she has around 30 to 40 drinking gel customers. Yeah, that's 30 to 40, which is insane. Probably earning anything from 800 to £1,000 per month. A mum, a wife, a busy full-time hairdresser with no time. So I know you are absolutely going to love this. So I'll hand over to G.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, love.
You can't see me, can you, please?
No, can't see me either, don't worry, I'm the same.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I've been in the business 6 years now. My background's hairdressing. I've been a full-time hairdresser and been self-employed since I was about 18. So retail has definitely never been in my equation, and at the time when I was asked to join the business, I was a really busy mum of 4, and actually I'm still a really busy mum of 4 because none of them have left the nest yet, so they're all there, and yeah, life is busy. So at the time, and I still do, even more so since COVID, really, I'm still working 60 hours a week. Which is a lot, and that was one of the sort of skeptic reasons I got to join the business, is where would I have the time? But you sort of found time, and I think I fell in love with the drinking gel probably more than any other sort of product that I used, just for the fact of what it did for me. So I decided that perhaps the easiest way to do it was to show you where I got my customers from, because I mean, I've wrote down 36, but actually I have some that perhaps go off a little bit and then come back, or perhaps they stretch theirs out. So I thought it was easier just to go step by step on how I got them. I can't say this is what I say or whatever. I think every situation's different, but all I can say is I do listen to people, and I think then you always find a bit of a hook that can bring you to talking about the drinking gels. So first of all, one of my first customers is Maggie. She is a hair client, and she came from my first product launch. And basically she has 1 to 2 Freedom drinking gels a month. She brought me to her daughter Liz, who also has Clean Nines 2 to 3 times a year, but every month she has 2 bottles of gel. And she also has a shake and Garcinia. So that ended up being quite a fruitful sort of connection. Another client also has 1 to 2 Freedom a month, and she probably has about 3 Propolis a year as well. I'm not going to go into what they all have, but just so you know roughly. Tracy came from my VIP group, and she has 1 to 2 berry drinking gel a month, and that was from a live I did on my VIP group, and she'd been a Holland & Barrett customer up to that point. So basically I gave her a little small berry drinking gel, and she said she noticed straight away. So she has been, and I think she's actually joining me. So that is a really good one to have had. Number 4 is a client. She's 2 berry a month, and she also has an RG a month. So again, the 2 came together. It didn't come straight away, but the RG came after just keeping asking how she was going with the gel. Number 5 is a guy, and he has 2 Freedom a month. And he comes from my networking group. So again, he does have lots of other products, but he also brought me to his daughter, who I've still never met, and she also has 2 just plain gel a month too. Now, one of my best customers, actually she was the mother of my first boyfriend, to be fair, but she's also a client, and she has 6 to 8 drinking gels a month, plus 5 jellies and 2 heat lotion. She's an amazing customer. She spends 3 months of the year in Tenerife as well. And also I have to send it out there for her as well. And she brought me to her husband and her daughter. So again, that's where those came from. Number 9 was a customer who was a C9 customer, and he also has a drinking gel and a shake every single month. Ruth was, she's my number 10, and she held a party for me when I first started, and that was, she had 7 people there, and all 7 of them did a C9, so that was a great product launch. And from that, she herself has had a tri-pack every month, a shake and a Garcinia, but also 3 of her friends carried on with the drinking gel. Some carried on with shakes, but they've drifted off now, but they all have a drinking gel each, so there was another 3 people from that. Number 14 is Claire. Claire, I've never ever met. She came as a referral. She has 2 drinking gels a month, and those are for her dogs. She has just started using more of the products herself, but again, she hasn't quite got onto the drinking gels yet, but there's time yet. But it's also difficult when I can't quite meet up, although that is on the cards. Kate is a hair client, and she has a tri-pack berry every month. Margaret is also big into her racehorses, and she has a Freedom a month for herself, but she also has a tri-pack of yellow gel for her horses. Number 17, I met, this was a really lovely meeting, was a lady on a market stall. And she came back to me. She'd shattered her pelvis giving birth and had a very autistic son. It's been a very, very fruitful friendship, and she has 2 Freedom a month, and she has brought me to 2 other people, a lady called Janine and a man called Norman, and both of them have 1 to 2 gels a month. Sometimes it's a bit more, it just depends really. Number 20 is another C9 customer, and she has 2 yellow gel a month and a Garcinia and a shake. Number 21 is my farrier, well, my old farrier, who also rents our stables, but he has a tri-pack and an RG every month. Dawn is number 22, and she was a C9 client, and she probably has about 3 C9s a year, and she takes the gel in between, nothing else, just the gel. Number 23 was a referral, and she has 1 to 2 Freedoms per month. Number 24 is another client who has 2 shakes and 2 gels a month. Number 25 is literally just 1 gel a month, but she's had it ever since I started. I have tried to increase the 2 some more, but she seems happy with the 1, so I've left it at that. Number 26 is Sal. She's a C9 client, and she has 1 peach and 1 Garcinia a month. Number 27 is Rose. She has a clean 9 twice a year, and every month she has 2 gels, 2 shakes. So again, it really is, you've got the same, virtually the same amount of cc's on the shakes as what you have on the gels, but I haven't sort of allocated these. Then comes my mum. She's 2 to 3 gels a month. She varies which one she has depending how she feels. And my dad, and that's 1 to 2 gels as well. Now, a friend of mine called Pam, she has 2 Freedom gels a month, who also linked me to Terry, somebody she knows, and I've never met him yet, but he's having great success with the gels. He has 2 a month, and he's now talking about getting 2 for his wife a month. So again, it's referral, even though I haven't yet met. Number 32 is a client, and that's Margaret, and she has 1 Freedom. Louise is a new customer who literally lives across the field, who's struggling very, very much at the moment, and she's now having 2 a month. Number 34 is one of my son's friends who shattered both his legs last year and is really suffering. So he's now on 2 Freedoms a month. So that's really good news too. My uncle is also 2 gels and 2 chocolate shakes a month. And then the last client that I've actually put down is Jenny, and she's a 1 gel a month. So as you can see, a lot have come from referrals, and some have come from I haven't even met yet. So I've got probably about 6 to 10 gel drinkers that are sporadic, that just literally come and go, and however they feel. Most of these customers, I don't ask if they need them. They, want the repeat order. I just deliver, and that's it. Very, very rarely do I say, do you need one? I just get them, and I think it just takes the pressure and eases that for them. So I'm looking at about 8 case credits on drinking gels a month. So that is quite easy for me to do the 4, and that's obviously giving me about 7,000 a year just on profit on gel drinkers, which is an amazing income for doing quite little really, just sort of looking after these customers. So all I can say is just talk to people, and you know, I always generally go for the drinking gels, whether that's because that's where my passion is, I don't know, but honestly that is where I found it sort of easy for me. So I hope that's helped, and thank you, Sam.
Thank you so much. Wow, that was just incredible, wasn't it? So I think the couple of things I've wrote down is the key activities, live in your customer groups, product launches, networking groups, C9 sales, huge, huge, huge. And most of all, a lot of referrals. So it's really important that these people that you've already got, you're really looking after, because it's easier to expand the range of people's orders. And you know, oh, it's just so, I'm really, really excited, G. Thank you so much for that. That's an incredible customer base and business. So I hope you wrote loads of notes, ladies. So to help you, you've got the activity, you've got the products, but now we're going to look at the marketing materials. So what we've got from our websites and from the company are all these different posters, flyers, promotional words, text, and colourful flyers for you to use. Now, you can start posting these in your groups from tonight. What I recommend that you do is pick the ones that you love and share them consistently. You can start posting them in your stories, so people are seeing that information on loop. You've got information for Super Greens, for RG, and for the Aloe. Now, if you ever get stuck with what words to use, you're always more than welcome to pop on to the Forever Facebook company sites and steal their words. That's what they're there for. They employ the most amazing marketing team. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't know what to say and how to promote the product, to make sure you're compliant and you're within obviously UK laws, go onto their pages, pick some of their words, but then make your own post so people can see that it comes from you. Always make it personal. The best advice I can give to you is always focus on the end result. People want to know what the product can do for them and if it will solve that problem. They don't really mind about the size of the bottle or the colour of the bottle. What they want to know is, can it solve my problem? So think about the problems people have and how the aloe vera drinking gel can help. And like we mentioned earlier, we're going to put lots of written testimonials in Unit 25 for you to share, and we'll also be launching the video as well. Now, there's some brilliant posters on the screen that you can send to your customers and that you can send out to potential new customers. So for example, you could attach maybe the Aloe Life and one of these PDFs and start creating an email list. You could reach out to everybody on your social media tonight saying, hey, I've got some great new information I'd love to share with you about my products. Can you just send me your email and I'll send it over to you? And then maybe on Wednesday, follow them up. See if they've had a chance to look at it, if they enjoyed the information, and if you can help them with one of the products. You can print these as well. So you could, if you wanted to, post these through neighbours' doors. If you've got a local church or a local, I'm trying to think where else you could pop them up, a community centre. If your children go to any activities, you could pop your information on them in a sticker form or handwrite it on, and you can pop these up as well and give them out to people. You could even ask the school if maybe you could pop them in kids' school bags. It's just lots of different ways to think, right, how can I get this information in front of people? The current issue of Aloe Life is perfectly linked to everything that we're sharing. And Holly's video last week will also link you into this, but you can tailor this and you can take some of this text, pop it into your customer group, send it out to people, but use Aloe Life. Allow that magazine to help you build your business, because people love to see the information from other people as well. So making sure that you share that Aloe Life magazine, you can download it from your website, and then you can just send it out on an email as well. And it's got all the up-to-date information for you. So here are just some examples of some testimonials that we've collected. We've changed the names because of confidentiality, but what we're doing at the moment is collecting a few examples that you can then screenshot and share in your stories. You can also do some little posts in your groups, or you can send them out to people. If someone shows interest, you can pick the ones that suit you. A couple of things when we will be doing the testimonials is we will not be making any medical claims, and the words we will be using is obviously contribute and support, because to get a good gut health, it's also about, you know, drinking water, eating the right foods, plus having our aloe. So we need to make sure that we are remaining compliant as well. So these are just some examples. You can see here, after starting drinking gel, I have so much more energy. I've noticed considerable change in the quality of my hair and skin. I sleep better when I've had my aloe. Now, what you'll be able to do is have these as a screenshot and just share them on that loop throughout your stories. Is this now you, Katie, or do I carry on? Sorry.
It is me. Hello.
I will leave you to the next part then, lovely.
Thank you, gorgeous. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Right, I'll put my camera on. Nat's got hers on, so I'll put mine on too. Right. So we're getting into the last bit now. So obviously Sam's taking you through all the stuff that we've got ready for you, and there's a few more bits and bobs. Now with this is actually a social media post that Forever put up, so we will put together some that are perhaps a little more maybe personal, that you can kind of tweak to yourself, and obviously there's ones that you can do, but Forever put these up on the Forever Facebook page all the time, and you can go back through the history. So when you go onto the Forever Living Facebook page, if you click on images and just find an image of Supergreens, you will find a post on Supergreens that you can just use yourself. So if you're not confident doing your own, then there's no reason why you can't use the company's. Obviously it's better if you've got your own picture and your own words, but some of you won't be ready for that yet, so please do use the company stuff. So this is just an example of one of the things the company said about Supergreens: feed your fitness, working hard, playing hard, it all takes its toll on our bodies. And then here's another one here about the RG, no energy. Oh, that should say fuel. Oh my goodness, I found a typo. Fuel your workout with RG, etc., etc. And there are absolutely masses of those all over the Forever Living Facebook pages. So feel free to use those. And obviously we will put some into Unit 25 ready for you to start with on the 1st of October as well. Now, one thing, whilst I was doing all my research, as Nat said, I did find out something quite cool, and I think you're all going to really like this. Spider-Man drinks RG. So those of you that, my kids are massively into Marvel at the moment, so I guess it must have been one of those psychosomatic-y, whatever it is, the word things. But Tom Holland, who is the current Spider-Man, on his Instagram page a couple of years ago, you can see there, not only is he drinking the RG, actually, you can see that there's the shake in the background. Now, obviously, if we go on it, there's a lot of likes. There's also a lot of Forever Living business owners commenting, saying, if you want some, come to me. So, but yeah, I thought if you want to share that, if you pop onto Tom Holland 2013, you'll be able to find his Instagram post, and you can share that as well to say, look, Spider-Man drinks RG, which I just thought was cool. Right, the other thing Nat mentioned and Sam mentioned early on, and obviously it's in our Aloe Life magazine as well, is just to start tapping into current trends. So we need to be slightly careful. We can't share, for example, a newspaper article and then directly link it to one of our products, but you can share, particularly I think in your customer groups, some news articles about gut health, about how your gut health is linked to your mental health, all sorts of things. And there are lots and lots of articles out there at the moment. And I think obviously you will also find in the next few months as well an awful lot about gut health and your immune system as well. So keep an eye out in the news, because there's no reason why you can't share things from the news into your Facebook, because you're not even necessarily directly linking it. Just say, this is really interesting. And that just keeps it in people's mind. They know, and I think more and more people do understand how important our gut health is, but there's a lot in the news at the moment. Obviously, I've chosen two reputable ones, New Scientist and The Telegraph. You'll also find some in some not so reputable ones, so just be careful what you're sharing. So, and then we also mentioned, and this is just, if you want to screenshot this, so I know people struggle sometimes with working out what the wholesale and what the 5%, 8% is. So these are the products that obviously we're focusing on this month. So if you want to screenshot this, you'll be able to work out what your profit is. So for example, you take the wholesale price there and you take off the 5% if you're an assistant supervisor, and that's what you will actually pay for your products. And obviously you've got the retail price there as well. But into the Unit 25, there will be a spreadsheet for each level. So I've got one for assistant supervisors through to managers, the one for each level. And obviously if you download the actual Excel spreadsheet, the sum is in it, the formula is in it. So you'll be able to work out your profit and your case credits as you keep selling them as well. So hopefully you'll find that helpful. So that'll be in unit 25. So my job tonight, the main part of my job, is to tell you about Aloe, RG and Super Greens. Now I know most of you will have been on Holly Stout's amazing Aloe training the other week, and I'm sure you've seen Tina Gillies' trainings on Aloe as well. So the one I'm not going to go into too much is Aloe, but I'm also going to tell you a bit more about RG and Super Greens, so that when you're talking to people about them, you can feel like you have a bit more confidence. A lot of this I will also share on the customer training on Thursday, so there'll be a poster going up about that into the group tomorrow, so you can start inviting your customers to a webinar on Thursday night about the Aloe and the RG and the Super Greens. But just obviously there'll be some stuff in tonight that's perhaps not as compliant as the stuff will be on Thursday. So lots of this and all of this, again, for most of you, if you've got a subscription, in fact, I'm not even sure you need the subscription, but on Forever Knowledge, you can download huge amounts of information about our products. So make sure you are reading that and you're reading the product manual. So the product manual you can download. It's a massive 200+ page PDF, which tells you everything you need to know about our products. So just keep it simple. You don't actually need to know huge amounts about it, but you do need to know this. You need to know that aloe vera supports your gastrointestinal health. It's great for your digestion. It helps support your immunity, or you can say immune system, and it promotes health and well-being. Obviously, you can talk about skin, hair, and nails as well, but at the moment we're talking about your overall digestive health. Now, people will say, well, how does it do that? And that's where you need to have that little bit more knowledge. So what we tend to tell people is there's 75 active nutrients in aloe vera gel. And people will say, well, what kind of nutrients? So then you would say things like vitamins and minerals. Those are the key ones, obviously. And there's a whole load of other things, amino acids, polysaccharides, anthraquinones, you name it. There's all sorts of things in it. But the main thing you need to say to people is that there's 75 active ingredients or active nutrients within aloe. Lots of those vitamins and minerals are then absorbed into your body through the aloe, and the aloe acts as a, you can call it a highway if you like, into your system to help those nutrients be absorbed, because people want to know that the nutrients that they're absorbing are going into their body. So that's when you just need to say it goes into your gut through the aloe. The aloe helps it get there. So 75 active nutrients in aloe vera gel, which work synergistically to provide soothing and therapeutic properties. So all of this is compliant information. So authorized claims you can make about aloe, that it's 99.7% inner leaf aloe vera gel. Now, this one I always find quite interesting, because a lot of people will go, oh, well, it's not 100% aloe vera gel. And that's because they're thinking about things like concentrated orange juice, which says not from concentrate. And I know people struggle to understand this. So when orange juice says it's 100% orange juice, it's not necessarily 100% orange juice. What it means is they've used 100% of the orange and put it in the bottle. It doesn't mean that the bottle is full to the top with orange juice, because some of that will be water. So ours, the 99.7%, means that it is full almost to the very, very top with just pure aloe, and that other 3% is the vitamin C. So there is nothing but aloe and vitamin C in our bottles. So you really do need to kind of put that up there for people to, that it is that pure. So again, these are the authorized claims from the product manual. Feel free to screenshot these if you want to. Yeah, screenshot those if you want to. I won't go through it because you can get it on the product manual as well. Now, what makes aloe vera unique? So yes, we've got these 75 vitamins and minerals in aloe vera, but the thing that is the most important is this stuff called Ace Mannan. Now, if you want to go and do some research on Ace Mannan, feel free. It's absolutely fascinating. I'm a complete geek, and I've read and read and read about it. It is absolutely fascinating. And actually, David Urch's training, for those of you that went on it a while back, with his diagrams about how the Ace Mannan works in the system and how it impacts on your immune system, is just incredible. But you only find Ace Mannan in aloe vera, right? So that is why aloe vera itself is unique. Now, the Aloe Science Council seal of approval is given to aloe vera products where the Ace Mannan is active and is in enough quantities to make a difference. So if it hasn't got active aloe vera in it, it hasn't got enough Ace Mannan in it, then you won't get that certification. And I would argue that any product that has aloe after about the third or fourth ingredient, there's not going to be enough aloe in there, potent aloe, to make a difference whatsoever. I've seen a Herbal Essences shampoo lately that is certified by the Royal Botanical Society, I think at Kew Gardens or something like that. And aloe vera is something like the 7th or 8th ingredient on the list. I'm thinking that doesn't make any difference whatsoever. So I think I think marketing teams don't necessarily investigate what on earth it is that they're agreeing to. Anyway, that's just my little bugbear. So ace-mannan is considered the main bioactive polysaccharide in aloe vera, and it promotes, ready for it, immunoregulation. So ace-mannan is what promotes the regulation of your immune system. And it's a really complicated way it does that. You don't really need to know that at all. Just know that ace-mannan, which is unique to aloe vera, helps your immune system regulate itself, okay? Aloe vera gel has nearly double the amount of ace-mannan required by the International Aloe Science Council, making it a powerful part of your daily routine. So why Forever Aloe? And this is the other one. You heard G say that she had a customer that was using Holland and Barrett. And people will say that more and more because there are so many more aloe products out there. So why should I buy your aloe rather than anybody else's aloe? Well, first of all, you all know this. We grow it ourselves, which means we are in complete control of it. We hand harvest it and hand fillet it. Again, very few people will do that. We're the world's leading grower and manufacturer of commercially grown aloe vera. So ours is, we are the best, we are the biggest. We're able to control its quality and its purity. And you all know the phrase from plant to product to you. And if you hop on, and actually I was showing this to some of our team earlier today, if you hop on to, you probably won't be able to see it, the Discover Forever app. So download the Discover Forever app. It's a free app. And in there are some videos. And there's a brilliant one about plant to product to you. And it's just about 3 minutes long explaining why our aloe is so much better than anybody else's. Our farming process is ethical and it's fair. And so although our other aloe products might cost less, the other thing that this video will tell you as well, essentially, is that what other companies will do is take the whole aloe vera plant and pulp it, which then means they have to filter it and treat it and do all sorts of things to it. They're not looking after the land. Those aloe vera plants aren't then putting oxygen back into the environment and all sorts. We are literally harvesting a couple of leaves from each plant every so often, going round and round and round. Which means that we've just got that pure aloe in there. So if you can explain that to people, then they should understand why they should buy ours and not anyone else's. Now at the bottom there, I've put the word bioavailability. For those of you that don't know what that means that say all these vitamins and nutrients, say you're taking any old supplement, okay? And you might be able to taking, say, just a plain old off-the-shelf supermarket vitamin C product, right? The chances are that some of the vitamin C in that product isn't particularly bioavailable. And that means, as in, your body won't be able to absorb it very well. So what you want is products with really high bioavailability, which is why, for example, our Forever Move is so important, because the turmeric in our Forever Move is bioavailable. Now, turmeric is really difficult to make bioavailable, which is why you need really, really high quality turmeric if you want it to make a difference. And obviously the turmeric's super popular at the moment. Lots of people take it, but they won't realize that that turmeric powder that they're buying in the supermarket is probably doing very, very little for them. So again, because our aloe is so good and so pure, the bioavailability of the nutrients within it is really, really high quality, which means that they're going to be absorbed by your body even better. So that's aloe. That's all I wanted to say about aloe. There's loads out there, so go away and watch Holly Stout's video again if you want to. Right, RG. So RG Plus is a sports drink containing 5 grams of L-arginine plus some vitamins. Right, so what is L-arginine? I'll tell you about that in a minute. This is the stuff from the product brochure, not the product brochure, sorry, the product manual. So RG is packed with nutrients, including your daily value of the miracle molecule L-arginine, popular amino acid and a building block for proteins. Forever's RG Plus has been uniquely formulated for active lifestyles to provide protein and amino acid support, healthy blood building nutrients, antioxidants, muscle function and energy maintenance. It's a delicious berry flavor, and then I've listed all the different berries that are in it. Now all of those berries are purple berries and red berries, and those are really, really powerful antioxidants. And antioxidants are what your body needs, particularly when it's exercising, because your body is producing come on Katie, what's the word? There's a word, but it's totally gone. Your body is, but let's just call it bad things, and I don't really mean that. Which antioxidants fight? My brain's totally gone now. So the berries are really important for it, and there's a lot of B vitamins in there, which I'll go into in a minute. But this L-arginine molecule is the miracle molecule because it is so important for building proteins in your body. Now, your body produces RG on its own, all right? We're not giving our body anything it doesn't already make. Okay, so you need to know that as well. But what we're giving it is more, all right? And by giving it more, what happens That's on my next slide. What happens is that your cells, your blood vessels will start to dilate, and I'll talk about that in a second. So RG is high in vitamin C, D, B6, B12, and folate. And then I've got some authorized claims here about all of the different vitamins. So again, you can screenshot this. So vitamin C increases iron absorption. Those of you will all know, if anyone knows anyone who's anemic, you'll know that they're low in iron. Iron is really important for red blood cell production. Okay, vitamin C protects your cells from oxidative stress and reduces tiredness and fatigue. And obviously this is a sports supplement, so that's what it's really helpful for too. Vitamin D, obviously really important, especially as we're going into winter. And RG is one of the highest amounts of vitamin D of all our products. So vitamin D is really important for your immune system and really important for your mental health as you go into winter as well. So and for those of you that don't take extra vitamin D, I would really recommend that you do. B6, really, really important. Let's call it for energy, but don't say that out loud and don't put that on social media, but it's really important for helping to essentially convert your food energy into cellular energy. And that's what that's used for. So if you've got B6 and you're eating, that will help it go into cellular energy. And cellular energy, as soon as your cells have got energy, that's why you feel better. And folic acid is really important to then help those amino acids metabolize. Please beware if you've got somebody with a heart condition, pregnant, or taking other medication, you need to be careful with RG. And RG is not vegan or vegetarian, I'm afraid. The vitamin D comes from lanolin, which is sheep's wool in there. And the RG also comes from an animal source as well as a plant source. So what is L-arginine? Right, there's a little pretty picture of it. It is the biological precursor for the production of nitric oxide in the vascular endothelium. Okay, so I did research all this and I can tell you exactly what this is. Okay, so nitric oxide, a precursor, means it is needed to make something else happen. Okay, so without L-arginine, we can't produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is what is used to dilate our blood vessels. Okay, and your blood vessels are found, vascular means blood vessel, so your blood vessel system. Okay, so to make those blood vessels dilate, when that happens, obviously more blood, so it literally is going from that to that, more blood is passing around your body quicker. Okay, so if you're exercising and your heart's pumping really fast, you want those blood vessels to be dilated because you want that oxygen delivery and that nutrient delivery to your muscles to help you keep going with your exercise. So that's why it's really important to have dilated blood vessels during exercise. And what L-arginine does is helps that to happen. So people will report when they take RG that they feel like they've got more stamina or that they can exercise for longer. Other people will take this and it's nothing to do with exercise either, and it's got absolutely no caffeine in it, arginine, either, so just know that too. It's not like having an energy drink that's full of sugar and caffeine. It has none of those things. It is entirely to do with what the RG does to your blood vessels, which also means you could take it at bedtime, for example. Why might you take something like this at bedtime? Well, first of all, it's full of antioxidants, so it really will help your body, but also what it will do is help your body heal overnight. That's why we sleep. The longer you sleep, the more your body is going to heal overnight, the better you're going to feel. And by taking L-arginine in the evening as well, you can really help your body to heal. Okay. So it also plays an important role in what we call cell division, in wound healing, in your immune function, and in the release of hormones. The link down there that you can see is a link to a chap called Dr. Ferid Murad. Now, Ferid Murad is a Nobel Prize winning scientist who actually won his Nobel Prize for his research into L-arginine. So he's like the L-arginine guru, and he has actually endorsed our RG. Okay, so you will find on that video him talking about L-arginine as a molecule, as an amino acid rather, and also why our RG is so good. So do have a watch of that. It's really, really fascinating. So super greens. So you might think this one's quite straightforward, and actually it really, really is. Why have super greens? Because it's full of lots and lots of super green vegetables. So fruits and vegetables. Now, I would say there are very few of us eat 20 different fruits and vegetables every day. I probably have, I don't know, I guess I think about it, well, definitely more than 5, but definitely not more than 10 on a daily basis. So in taking Forever Super Greens, please don't make the claim that it's all 5 of your 5 a day, because it's not. It's about 1 of your 5 a day. But it's a really good concoction of all of these different things listed on the screen. It's actually 21. So it says over 20. I guess that's because 21 sounded a bit odd. So 21 different fruits and vegetables, and they're all listed on there for you. So Contains 20 different fruits and vegetables, including vitamin C, E, and magnesium to help keep your body fully powered for optimal performance. And then again, you can make whatever claims you want to in terms of the compliant ones about what vitamin C does, about what vitamin E does, and about what magnesium does. So with the super greens, this one I think is really good for super healthy people, because super healthy people want to stay healthy. But it's also really good for people that do not have healthy diets and do not have enough fruits and vegetables in their diet. Now, I personally don't mind the taste of this at all. I know a lot of people do. If you do mind the taste of it, try blending it in with your smoothie. So get the vanilla smoothie, the vanilla shake powder, blend it in with it, and it tastes amazing. So that's what I would do with it. Or if you want to put it in with maybe your berry aloe or your peach aloe or something like that. If people really can't bear it, just get them to knock it back. Most people can drink a shot of something, so drink a shot of super greens. It's really not that hard. But I would recommend this one to anybody that I knew that was already really healthy and wanted to stay optimal health, but also to people that I know that have a bad diet and don't have enough super greens, because they're the ones who will feel better if they take this. And if they have it first thing in the morning when they have aloe, and if they're not going to drink aloe, have it very first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, that's when it's going to have the most benefit to them. Obviously, it's super green, so it is vegan and vegetarian as well. So that's it. We are all done. We've put some hashtags there for you. Trust your gut, inside health, fuel your body. Obviously use all or some of those. The fuel your body one is also used by Forever Living head office as well. So it's really helpful to tag yourselves onto that. Unit 25 is where you are going to find all the stuff appearing over the coming days to help you start marketing this. And as I said, there will be a webinar on Thursday, the 1st of October for your customers focused on aloe and RG and super greens. And obviously it will be slightly more consumer friendly than the version I've just done there. So that's us all done. Nat, do you want me to unmute you? Do you want to say a goodbye to everybody?
Hey everyone, just say really get behind the campaign. If you've got people in your team, whether it's 1 or 21, then make sure you're doing it and showing them how to do it. You know, have a bit of fun within your groups and have a bit of friendly competition, because at the end of the day it's about you guys all making some money, building a regular customer base, and that's what you're all here for. So we wish you every success. Please, we've put this in, it's gone live in your best year yet, so if you have had team that haven't listened in tonight, tag away so that they can catch up on it, and we'll do a post in there now. And yeah, just put down your takeaways from tonight's training. Big thank you to Katie and Sam, who have worked really hard putting this together. Massively appreciated. And yeah, let's have an awesome end of month. There's 3 days left, so still time to get your final orders in to hit your 4cc and any promotions within the group. So yeah, brilliant. Catch you all later.